Do not touch me. What is wrong with you?
You are trespassing. You are trespassing. You see the sign says no trespassing?
Yeah.
You are trespassing on my property and you went behind my closed gate. It doesn't matter if it has a lock on it.
We can't just always just vacate something if we feel threatened or scared.
And I love the cop.
Warrant you killed somebody down the street.
I have not committed no crime for you to get my information. This is America. I have a Fourth Amendment right. There's certain-
You can record. Just keep your hands on the car.
I'm just turning the phone where you see.
Just keep your hands.
Have you ever wondered what happens when someone refuses to show their ID to police? Today, we're taking you to Suffolk County, New York, and Greenbrier, Tennessee, where two routine encounters quickly spiral into intense confrontations. In both cases, officers push for identification, but did they go too far, or did the citizens make critical mistakes? Today's footage comes from the original creators, whose work helps educate the public about civil rights and police accountability.
I can escort you off my property. This is my property. You
Right
need to
now.
get off of my property immediately.
Back up.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. What is wrong with you?
First
Back
thing-
off of my property.
First
Back
thing.
off. Back off my
You-
property.
Playing loud music.
You are trespassing.
And
You
don't
are
hit me.
trespassing.
Are you- do
You
you
are
even know what you're talking
trespassing.
about?
You are
Do you even know
trespassing.
what you're
Yes.
talking about?
You see the sign says no trespassing?
Yeah.
You are trespassing on my property and you went behind my closed gate. So you
not
are
a closed
trespassing.
gate, it's open.
It's not an open gate. No, it's not.
There's
It
no
self-closes.
lock on it.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter. It doesn't matter if it has a
I'll
lock
come
on
see
it.
what's going
It's
on.
clearly
Loud music, there's
intended
nobody
to
here,
enclosed in a manner. Do you know the
I'm
law?
gonna call my supervisor. It's
Enclosed
gonna
in a
be-
manner. Yeah. Get off the property.
He's coming right now.
Yep. How dare you come into my property?
Ask you for it.
I haven't broken any law. Get off my. You are breaking
No?
the law. You are breaking the
Who's
law.
breaking
You
the
are
law?
trespassing.
Do you
You are
even
trespassing.
know what you're talking
Get
about,
off of
trespassing?
my property.
I'm gonna go back.
I am telling you.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
ordering
back.
you off of my property.
I'm gonna be back.
I'm ordering you off of my property. Get off of my property. I haven't broken the law. You, officer, are breaking the law.
Okay.
You couldn't even hear my music from outside. Couldn't even hear it. It's all on video.
Okay.
It was on, right? When I came out, right? Yeah, take down whatever license plate you want, but you need to get off my property. Get off my property right now.
Put your hand down, guy.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me. What is wrong with you? Get off of my property. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. I'm not touching you, but you keep putting your hands on me. Are you kidding me?
Walking you to.
Because I'm escorting you off of my
You're
property.
not escorting me anywhere.
Get
And I'll be
off
back
of
with
my
my
property.
supervisor.
Yeah, get your supervisor over here. How dare you? How dare you? And I will still stand here. How dare he push me on my property? This is my property. Get off. And you can see we have, unlike Sergeant Brian Fahey, we have no trespassing signs on our property. Is another one by the house. Look at him. Now he's leaving like the coward he is. Look at him. Running away like a coward. Oh, no, 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 no. We are going to be going to the 6th precinct right now. Let's head over there. All right, fellow patriots. So we are here at the 6th precinct here in Selden, New York, right here on Long Island. This is the precinct where Officer Ahmed is from. That's why his vehicle had a 600 number on it. So we're going to see if we could speak to a supervisor here, because what just happened was egregious and he needs to be held accountable. I need to speak to his supervisor. I'm sorry?
Speaking to somebody specific, you were.
No, there was an officer that came to my home and I need to speak right now. Yeah. He left and I came here and I need to speak to a supervisor about the conduct of the officer.
Do you have your ID?
No, I'm not going to give my ID right now. I just want to speak to somebody.
All right, I'll be with you shortly.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Yep. No problem.
One eternity later.
Hey, how are you? Hey, how you doing? Oh, what was your name?
My name is Sergeant Cromer. It's Kromel.
Okay, my name is Sean Paul Reyes. I'm here to speak with you regarding an officer that just came to my home,
Okay.
Officer Ahmed.
What happened?
So he came to my home and I was inside. We were having a Memorial Day barbecue, had some friends and family over,
Okay.
just enjoying the day. And my wife and her friends came running inside to me, terrified because a police officer apparently was in my backyard.
He's inside your backyard?
In
the backyard?
In the backyard, yeah.
Okay.
He came into my backyard. So I came out the front because apparently they had told me he left the backyard already. So I went to the front of the house, saw him by the front porch, and I said, "What are you doing coming into my backyard?" He admitted that he said allegedly he tried to knock on the door, and then he went into the backyard. I said, "Well, what gave you probable cause, and do you have a warrant to enter my backyard?" And he said, "No, I just went into your backyard." I told him at that point, he said he had gotten allegedly a noise complaint from someone. Again, this has happened probably like 5:30ish. Not loud at all. You couldn't even hear the music from the front yard, which will be on my video camera. But regardless, you know, he went into my property, and then when I told him,
Do you have
listen,
any issues with your neighbors? Why would anybody call that in?
I have no idea. Maybe somebody does have an issue. I have no idea. I'll definitely FOIA request the 911 call and stuff like that to figure that out. But I have no idea. Again, it's 5:30 on Memorial Day, right? You know, it's 5:30 on Memorial Day. The music
That
wasn't
doesn't matter.
right, but it wasn't there.
It's a subjective.
Right, it's subjective, right? And there was no,
Maybe
you know, volume
you have a
taken.
neighbor that works nights, sleeping during the day.
Well, maybe, I don't know. It's possible.
There could be
Again,
anything with
the big deal was really not the call. Like, it could have been handled a lot differently. Again, but I felt the issue is that he went onto my property and trespassed onto my property, and then when I told him,
Well, if he was investigating loud,
he's not allowed to go past
music.
he's not allowed to go past a closed gate. He can't do that. That is trespassing. You cannot do that. So he can investigate all he wants.
He went into your yard.
He went into
Or
my.
did
That's what I was told. That's what he
Like,
said.
open the gate to make sure
I didn't
everything
see
was
it.
good?
I have cameras that will.
And
That
then
will.
he sees everything's good, and he walked right back to the front.
I have no idea what exactly he did, but he told me he went into my backyard. He admitted that he opened my
you
door
don't
and
know
went in my
what
backyard.
exactly he did. So then.
But he admitted he trespassed. But anyway, next thing is that when I went outside to tell him, listen, don't come into my backyard. You don't have a warrant. He became very combative with me. Obviously, I'm just trying to tell him to get off of my property at that point. He says, I need to see your ID. And I'm like, no, I haven't broken any laws. You have no decibel range, or there's nothing going on here that's illegal. We could have had a conversation. But now he's like, let me see your ID. I'm like, you're not getting my ID. You need to get off my property immediately. He then comes closer to me, and I tell him, don't come closer to me. Get off my property right now. I need your ID. I need your ID. Becoming very combative with me. And then he eventually starts leaving. So I was like, I'm going to escort you. He's like, you stay where you are. And I said, no, I'm going to escort you off of my property. You need to get off of my property. He then stops, comes closer to me again, pushes me. He pushes me several times in my chest. And then when I'm telling him, I'm pointing this way, get off of my property right now. Just get off of my property. There's no laws being broken here. He smacks my hand. So
Were you guys really close at this point?
well, yeah, because he kept coming. He didn't want to leave the property.
You know, you obviously
Right.
when you talk with your hands.
Right. And I was like, get off the property. Right. And he
Did he feel, you know?
I have no
maybe
idea what he
arguing?
felt. I have no idea what he felt. But what he should have been feeling was the pavement off of my property. I mean, he should have just gotten off the property and it wouldn't have been an issue. Like, I'm just telling him, go over
I'm
there,
sure he was trying to
leave my
make sure
property.
everything was okay.
Well,
obviously there was.
Well,
you
listen,
guys weren't
I
coming-
love.
you weren't able to speak to each other
I
for
understand that.
whatever reason.
Listen. I understand, and I love the cop splaining you're doing right now. But a law enforcement officer, your supervisor, and I'm just letting you know, a law enforcement officer came into my backyard. At least that's what he told me. I have to check my cameras. A law enforcement officer came into my backyard without a warrant, without probable cause of any crime, and then pushed me several times while I'm telling him to get off of my property. I don't care what you're investigating. He's not investigating a crime. That's not a crime. So when I tell him to get off my property as a property owner, I pay way too much money to the Suffolk County Police Department and to the town of Brookhaven to have somebody who's on my property that I pay for, a public servant. When I tell him to get off, he needs to get off immediately. Not lollygag, not push me, not smack my hand away. Just get off my property. And then when I told him,
at no point were you stepping into his personal space.
No. He stepped in. This is exactly how it went. He stepped. No. I'm going to tell you everything.
What we'll do is I'm
going to tell you everything. The body camera. Sure, yeah. But no. He came closer to me after I told him to leave my property, and then I told him to get off my property, and then he says, I'm going to go get my supervisor. Because I told him, I want to speak to your supervisor right now. He kept telling me ID. I said, I haven't broken any laws. I know the law. You know I know the law. So I was telling him I'm not providing.
You know the law. I don't know.
Okay. So we've never met. But I'm assuming because of the way he acted afterwards, there was some sort of internal, I guess I'll try and get the phone calls and stuff like that, but I'm assuming there was some sort of internal communication about who I was, because
You spoke to him after.
No, because I told him to get off the property.
Okay.
I told him I wanted to speak to a supervisor. He said, I'll be back, don't worry. So he goes to his car, because I'm going to get a supervisor. He goes to his car, I'm waiting by his car. About 10-15 minutes pass by, he gets on the phone, he's talking to somebody. He took my license plate number so he can obviously try and figure out who I am, right? And then he immediately just takes off, speeds off through my neighborhood without providing a supervisor, without any sort of conflict resolution of what was going on, my complaint right there. And that's when I drove over here to speak to you, and that's why I'm assuming he knows who I am, because why wouldn't he just get a supervisor there? He told me, he was so tough telling me, I'm going to come back here, I'm going to get your ID. And as he put his hands on me, but instead of just getting a supervisor there, he kind of just ran away.
I'm not sure. I didn't speak to them.
No. Again, it's all on video, and I have no problem sending it to you.
you know, I wasn't there at the scene.
Right.
I don't know why, just going off of what you're telling me, that if he got a loud music complaint or a loud noise complaint, okay, you would have been trying to make sure everything was okay. I don't know if he entered your yard or not. He's gonna
Well,
have
the camera will
on
tell,
his end
right?
that
And I'll have
be
a
able to
camera
see.
on my end, my
You
security
know,
cameras, yeah.
If he opened up, did he break a lock to get in? Was it locked?
No, he didn't break any locks to get in. No, but
So
he went
he
past
just opened
the
the
criminal
gate,
the criminal trespassing statute,
He
officer.
just looked in.
I have no
back,
idea. I
made
need to
sure
watch
he was
it.
okay?
I know I don't know why would anybody not be okay for a noise complaint.
No idea.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
you
Doesn't
get
make
a
it doesn't make
complaint,
any sense,
there could
right?
be any reason. Why would somebody play loud music if they want to cover something up that they're doing? Nobody knows if he's not going to.
But he didn't have any other he didn't have any other reasonable suspicion to suspect there was a
If I'm
crime.
going up and I'm knocking at a door, I get a report of loud music.
Right,
I'm
and that's
knocking
it.
at the door, I got no answer, nothing's going on. I see cars are there, but I don't see anybody answering. I look around, I take a peek. Did he peek into the yard? Did he walk?
Again, I don't know
As soon as he
exactly
looks
how
into
it went
the
in.
yard and he
I have
sees somebody.
he
does
told me,
continue to enter the
to my
yard?
knowledge, I haven't seen the video camera footage yet. I came straight here, but to my knowledge, he told me he went into my backyard, and based on the reports of my family members and friends, they told me he went to the backyard.
Okay.
So I will have the video of it.
I'll have to
But again,
look.
I'll have the
I'm
video
just
of
saying,
it.
If he pops his head into the yard, he sees everything's okay, then he walks right back to
Right.
the front.
Well, he's not
Tried
supposed to be
have a
opening my
conversation-
gate. He's not
tried
supposed to be
have
opening my
a
gate.
conversation with you.
But there's no
Clearly-
crime taking place at
clearly
that
it didn't
point.
go well.
Right, but there's no crime taking place, officer. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Sergeant. There's no crime being
He's
taken
trying to
place.
figure that out. Okay, he doesn't know what's going on right
Right.
now. If your music was too loud, you know, going against town ordinances, I don't know. Okay?
Right.
I wasn't there.
Right.
right?
Oh, right. And
You know,
he wouldn't have known.
Obviously, you have a neighbor or somebody in the
The neighbor is the least. Listen, it is what it is.
felt that music was
If
too
a
loud, and
neighbor
doesn't
wants
have
to be, listen, that's fine. If a neighbor wants to be annoying on Memorial Day about me, listen, there's a plenty of space. That's fine. They could do that, and I'll take it up with I'll have a conversation with them, and I wouldn't have an
Should
issue
they
with
have
it.
come to you first? They probably should have.
Probably,
You know?
right? But
that's not what people do.
law enforcement ended up coming to me first,
Yeah.
and then coming into my backyard. That's what I was told,
Well,
and then
if
putting
he-
his hands on me and
if he
pushing me.
went into your yard, the only thing with that, and I have to check the body camera footage.
Right.
Is if he came up to you, put his hands up on you for no reason, okay, that's something that I'm going to have to deal with my officer. But if while he's sitting there having an interview with you, and he felt that you were entering his personal space, and he's keeping you,
But he's on my property.
away from
No,
him.
he could just
And then I
leave.
see how with your hands,
Right.
You know, you're talking. If you're right in here,
Right.
you're raising your hand, and
Right.
he's keeping your hand away.
Couldn't he just
So-
leave the property if he was so scared or felt threatened?
If he was trying to figure out what's going on, we can't just always just vacate something if we feel threatened or scared. If we're still trying to figure
Your
out
feelings have nothing to do with my property. Like, it's just my property.
So he was trying to get to.
Like,
he
I
was
just
probably
wanted him
trying to
off
have
of the
a-
property.
He was probably trying to have a conversation with
Well,
you.
no,
That was
because
not
I didn't.
gonna
I was not yet. It was never going to have a conversation with me once you entered in my backyard. Okay, there was never going to be a
Okay,
conversation.
so right away,
There was
you were
never
already
gonna be.
not going to have a conversation. with him.
Well, no, I
You
want
were trying to have
the
a
only
conversation
conversation I wanted to have with him was get off of my property, and he should have complied because that's the law.
You were entering that conversation. You started that conversation off
Because
close.
a member of
You were-
law
you
enforcement
were
entered in my
close.
property. Yes,
So
I was.
would
I
this-
just want him to leave.
Would this have gone better if you just, the music wasn't?
Would
that
have gotten
loud?
better if he just didn't go in my backyard. Yep,
Okay,
you're right.
officer
It
comes,
would have.
knocks on the door. Hey, I'm getting a report of loud music. Sorry, the music wasn't that loud. I
Right.
apologize for, or whatever. I don't
Right.
know why a neighbor
Right.
would have called that in.
Right, I don't know either.
He's allowed to ask you for ID. You're allowed to say no, which you did.
Right.
Okay. Did he force you to give him ID?
No, he told me. He said he was going to come back and enforce me. He's, I'm going to go get my supervisor and I'll be back here. But again, there should be no reason why he's putting his hands on me.
You know, he asked you for ID. You didn't give it to him. You told him no. He didn't force you to give ID.
No, he did not
He
force
took down
me.
license plates because this is public view. He's allowed to take down license
Right.
plates.
But this is private property, and I told him to get off multiple. I gave him multiple. So does trespassing,
guessing he drove
officer?
away
Does the
and-
trespass? Let me ask you something, Sergeant. Does the trespassing law apply to members of law enforcement? Does the trespassing law apply to them?
You told him to leave your property. Okay, when you
Multiple times, right?
Okay, multiple times. He was trying to figure out what was going on. Okay, that's what it sounds like. It sounds
Okay.
like he was trying.
So you're
to figure
telling me
the
that
situation
law
out.
enforcement,
And then
Suffolk County
you-
Police are above the trespass law?
You don't give him ID.
I don't have
You
to.
don't. I'm just saying. You
Right.
don't give him ID. He was asking. You don't. And I'm guessing that it was clear at that point, or that maybe the music wasn't as loud as, maybe it wasn't loud enough to do anything about it. I have no idea. And then so he leaves, goes back to his car. I don't know who he spoke to. Okay, I don't, and eventually he leaves.
So he didn't speak to you because he said he was calling a supervisor. I'm sure there's multiple. I know. I'm sure there are.
But no, he didn't speak to me.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. If he spoke to you.
Until
You know who I'm referring to when I say Officer Med? I don't know his badge number.
I know who you're speaking about.
Okay.
I know the officer, but I just
want to make sure you know who I'm speaking about.
You know, right now.
No, I understand, and like I said, I would have no problem. You know what? I'm gonna follow up with internal affairs in Hop Hog, and then again, I just wanted to bring it to your attention because I think he committed a crime, at least a harassment or possibly criminal trespassing. Because when the law in New York State is the criminal trespassing is if you go into an area that's designed to exclude intruders. Obviously, a fence is designed to exclude intruders, and the officer allegedly, again, I'll see the video camera, allegedly crossed into my property.
Whether the fence is designed to keep somebody out or keep somebody from.
Well, if it's enclosed, right? We'll see.
You know.
All right. Well, like I said, I'll go to internal affairs and Hop Hog.
You can do that.
Yeah.
What were you looking at?
I wanted to let you. I want to put in a complaint, but it seems to me, I just whether you want to investigate on your own. I don't know how this works internally. Right. Look at the body camera footage. Right.
And then if I see anything that was done wrong, it's something that I'm going to have to follow up with this officer on.
Right.
But something that I suggest you do, call internal affairs.
I will. I'll go there. Yeah.
I'm not
Hop Hog, 4th precinct, right?
Hop Hog is.
That's where they're at, right?
It's by yes, it's part of the.
Yeah. Okay.
Over in Hop Hog. Do you have their information?
No, I have it. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to speak to me again.
Okay.
I'm
not trying to.
It seems like you kind of minimize it a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you.
It
seems like everything I'm telling you, you're just like, but maybe this, but maybe that.
I'm giving you an explanation for things, okay, based on what a reasonable officer would be going through.
All right. Well, we can make the determination whether it's reasonable after the video.
I'm going to have to watch his body camera.
Right.
See, because if there's anything egregious or anything that he did wrong, it's something that I'm going to have to deal with.
Okay.
Okay. But
All
I can't just go off of just what you're saying.
All right.
Okay?
No, of course not.
I'm going to have to do that as well.
Of course not. Yeah, I'm just giving you my side of it, and I will. Do you have a card where I can email you the video footage so you can have it?
Yes, I can get you some.
Okay.
I don't have a card, but I can get
Something where I can. Okay. Yeah, so I can send you the video. That's it.
I can do that.
Yep. No problem, Sarge. Thanks. Yeah. Yep.
This is me, my name.
Okay.
Shield, my email, and then just so
Yep.
I know you said you had it. But
All right, I appreciate it. Internal affairs. Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot you over the information so you can take a look at it
I
objectively.
can take it from there.
Right.
I also have to right now. I'm going to do reviewing.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Sergeant. Appreciate your time. Thanks. Take care. I got to say, law enforcement literally just wants to defend themselves. That's what they want to do. Look at this.
The first encounter ended with serious questions about police authority on private property. But the next case raises an even tougher question. When officers respond to what they believe is a medical emergency, does refusing to identify yourself protect your rights or make the situation spiral completely out of control? Let's watch what happens next.
I was asleep.
You was asleep?
Yeah.
I wasn't. I've been watching my phone.
You what?
I wasn't asleep. I was watching my phone.
I wasn't.
She's been watching her tablet. I have a doctor's appointment.
You have a doctor's appointment?
Yeah.
Well, they came to the door and tried to get you. They said y'all was asleep.
No, they just talked to us. Yeah, Dr. Mullins just came out here.
Step up, big.
I was.
Why am I stepping out? Talk to him over there.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Sorry.
No, you good?
Because we got a call that said y'all was passed out.
Okay.
I was asleep. I laid back. I was
sitting here watching my
sitting back
phone.
asleep. Yeah,
I have a doctor's appointment at 3:15, and Skylar was playing at 3:15. I called when I got here because they told me to put it back here. I've been sitting with bronchitis for like a month and a half.
You know what time it is, right?
Yeah, I've been sitting here waiting. I called when I got here at 3:15.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I called it when I got here at 3:15. Told them I was on the side door because that's where they say to come if you're sick. So you don't come in the front and get anybody else sick. That's where they always say to come. So I told them I was back here. They said they would send somebody out. So Dr. Mullins just came out a second ago and asked me if I was okay, and I said, yeah. I mean, I didn't hear him. He tapped on my window as soon as he did. I said, yes. I was watching my phone, and she was watching her tablet. Me and her have been sitting here playing. He was asleep. He's been asleep. I wasn't. I was watching my phone.
I was the one asleep.
I was watching my.
Yeah, somebody thought I was asleep too.
That's a lie, man.
No.
That's a straight up lie. I was the one asleep. Them two was awake.
I want you to bring your daughter.
I didn't want you to bring your daughter. You got a little close to her. Oh, yeah. No, but I was the one that dozed off. Not
No, sir.
her and the daughter was
I would have done the
awake.
same thing if I would have thought two adults were asleep and a kid was playing. No, she was sitting here between us.
It's too cold. Get
Me
back
and her
away
been
from the
talking.
window.
She's been watching Cali, I think, on a tablet.
Yeah.
And I was just watching a TV show. Just waiting. Honestly.
You don't have a doctor's appointment.
I just figured they're backed up.
Do you have your license on you?
Because I've seen Lacey come to the...
You got the DL.
his nurse come to the door. Nope. With, not for me, but for a couple of times with other
Out of the
people.
car?
I did.
Why ain't he out of the car?
Why am I stepping out of the car?
Does he ask you to step out so he can
Oh, I
speak
thought
to
you
you?
said me.
Am I being detained?
Hang on. Here, come here, Bugs.
You
Here,
are
get out of
busy.
his lap.
His license, right?
I did ask for his
What's
license.
your name, man?
I'm not giving it, man. I have not.
Get him out.
Step at the car, sir. Step at the car.
Me?
Why are y'all pulling me out of the car?
Step at the car.
Why are you putting your hands on me? Why are you putting your hands on
Name
me?
or information. We don't know if you have active warrants or you killed somebody down the street.
I have not committed no crime for you to get my information. This is America. I have a Fourth Amendment right. There's
You can record. Just keep your hands on the car.
I'm just turning the phone where you see.
Just keep your hands up there, all right?
I'm not gonna do
I didn't say you were, but don't be turned around reaching.
I wasn't reaching. I was turning the phone around. He's searching me, y'all. Illegally searching me.
Up here, okay? That's
I'm
all
not
we're asking.
reaching nowhere. I'm
Okay,
just,
well, don't be putting your hand back toward him, okay?
man, y'all are acting fucking ridiculous, man.
What's your name?
I'm not giving it. I have not committed no crime.
Okay.
We're in Greenbrier, Tennessee, y'all. That's my...
Do what? Just making sure.
What's in here?
Nothing, it's a receipt.
Jesus. Do you understand why we got called, bro?
Because I was asleep?
Okay, I mean, look, think about it. Think about it. What's the biggest problem right now going on?
I'm being illegally searched, and y'all are gonna fucking be sued. Y'all, man, y'all don't know who I am.
Well, we try to ask you, you won't tell us.
I mean, come to the door with...
Y'all are gonna find out by tomorrow when this video goes multi-fucking viral.
What's the appeal?
That's my medicine. Why is it busted open? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been super simple to say,
What's
here's
that?
my license or here's my name.
My Lyrica?
Is-
I have a prescription for it.
Yeah.
Where's your prescription?
No, you're good.
Sam, do you have my bottle?
What are you asking for, sir?
His bottle for his prescription for Lyrica.
Do you have the Lyrica bottle?
Yes.
I get them from here. I mean, so
Oh, okay.
y'all can call Walgreens.
Well, we can't ask him
Good,
because
sit
we don't
down.
know what his
Just
name
sit
is. He
Hands
give
back.
us his name.
Can I hand the phone to my wife?
Hey, bro,
I was going to
calm
hand
down.
it to
Just
her.
keep your hands behind your back. You got a knife up there. I didn't know you was reaching for the phone. I'm sorry.
Can you hand the phone to my wife? Sam, record this shit.
It's still recording, and we have it recording right there as well.
I don't care. I want my phone recorded.
Well, it's still recording,
phone's right
sir.
there.
Sam, pull your phone out and record this now. They're doing all this to me because I was asleep, dude. What the fuck?
Do you have a prescription for the pills
Yes.
you have in your pocket?
Give my doctor and I will have them
We're not
verified.
going to have your doctor come out here. This is your business. We're trying to give you benefit of the doubt, all right?
Look in my backpack and see if it's in there. I think I left the bottle at home. That's the reason why I had the pill in my pocket. I'm not going to jail. I ain't got nothing wrong, baby.
Come on. No, I can't see what you're reaching for. There's a big knife in there.
Give us a yard. We'll be right back, all right?
You're good. Just a second. You want to hand me the bag? Where's it supposed to be?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We didn't say you were.
Is this his?
We explained to you why we were here, and think about it. If we got two people asleep in a car, or appear to be asleep, and the kid just bouncing around, and it's in the parking lot of a doctor's office, I mean, okay, and that's why we're here. That's the only reason. Well, we don't. I mean, I'm sure if they know you, they probably not the one to call. It's probably it could be somebody at the gas station, something like that.
It's your prescription bottle we're looking for. So. He's refusing us permission to look in there. Is there anything else in there? No, I'm talking about drugs, narcotics, anything like that. He has pills in his pocket. Now listen to me. With that, we have probable cause to search the vehicle. If there's something in here, instead of pulling y'all out, having a little bit there out in the cold, or having to watch that, if there's something in here, and you say, hey, I got this, are they your with the prescription? What's his issue with police? Hang on 1 second. 204, go ahead.
I have that 27.
Go ahead, Billy. Go for you, go ahead, Billy.
My apologies. Cody Valid, Constable Samantha Payne out of Springfield, expiration 6/26/28. Negative gun number European group. And remained on mystery 638 on.
Go for it, Steve. Alright, sit down so I can talk to your mama. No, that's all we were trying to do, is when we get called to something like this, we have to verify that everybody's okay and figure out who they are, because anytime we have contact with someone, we run their names to make sure they don't have an outstanding warrant or anything like that. And he asked him out of the car, he didn't get out, then he asked him for his license, he refused to give that, he asked him for his name, he refused to give that. Until we can identify you, we can legally book him in under John Doe. Because we don't know who he is. You think if a guy just went to church and shot up a church or a school building, that he can give us his name? Because that's who we're looking for. Exactly. Exactly. And by law, if an officer is investigating something, which we are, could it have been an overdose? Could it have been something else? Was he drunk? Was something? You know, what was the situation? Instead of saying, hey, y'all, we've been sitting here for a little while, I was taking a nap. You know, we don't magically just show up out of thin air. We got called and was told to come check it out and make sure everything was okay. So that's what we done. And instead of him just saying, hey, this is my name, this is my date of birth, or giving us a license, we run it, he don't have no warrants, and I'll go on your way. Do what? I think yeah. Hang on 1 second. Hello. They did earlier.
we're on the call, so his addict been back down there. I would leave with notes and with the cats and none of the animals have food and water to make sure they're fed and watered. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got to be out there a little longer than 6 or whatever. That's fine. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm with someone to start talking to him, so do what you need to do, do the drive. All right. Sorry. Got to take care of the whole world, man. But like I was saying, that's it. And we get called. We do it once or twice a week where we have overdoses in cars where people sometimes fall asleep. So anytime now someone sees someone asleep in the car, they automatically think, oh, they're overdosing. You got to check them out because that's our job. So, yeah. Okay, we're out. Okay. You had like your head like on your arm or something? Yeah. Somebody probably seen the kid crawling around the car. All right. Yeah. That's funny. All right. Well. Yeah. I don't know. Hang on 1 second.
If you were disappointed by the way the officers handled either of these situations, leave the letter R in the comments. Every R helps show that our community values accountability, respectful policing, and a better understanding of constitutional rights. If you've ever been asked for your ID or wondered whether you had to provide it, share your experience below. Your story could help someone else make a better decision when it matters most. If this video helped you think differently, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're always prepared before your rights are put to the test. This is ID refusal right, where knowledge is your first line of defense, and your constitutional rights deserve to be understood before they are challenged. Remember, you don't have to stay silent. You need to know the law.